The comedian Tim Allen went on Jimmy Kimmel's show, and he sparked some controversy when he said this.
You went to the presidential inauguration, right?
I was invited by, we did a VIP thing for the vets and went to the Veterans Ball, and so I went to go see Democrats and Republicans. Yeah, I went to the inauguration.
I'm not attacking you.
You're getting this down. I'm not kidding. You got to be real careful around here. You know, you get beat up. If you don't believe what everybody believes, this is like 30s Germany. I don't know what happened. If you're not part of the group, you know what we believe is right. I go, well, I might have a problem with that. I'm a comedian. I like going on both sides.
So there were a lot of articles written about this, you know, saying he compares being a Republican in Hollywood to 1930s Germany. And I got in on the fun and was tweeting pithy stuff about it and whatnot. But overall, total pass. Look, he's joking. He's joking. Keep your powder dry. Keep your outrage powder dry for when it actually makes sense. Because you could tell by, when you listen to it, you could tell by his tone and his inflection and how he delivers it and how it's an offhanded remark and the response of the audience laughing that he's just joking around. I don't agree with people who say, there's some topics you're not allowed to joke about. No, I totally disagree. You could find a way to make a joke funny, honestly, about anything. And it's not like a policy position of his, like, I don't think the Holocaust is serious because I told a joke that kind of vaguely referenced it. That's not what he's saying at all, and you know that's not what he's saying. And there were some roast battles where people managed to make 9/11 jokes. And if you're the person who's just, like, looking to be offended and outraged, then you'll get offended and outraged. But I don't think context doesn't just matter. Context is everything. And this, in context, is like, file this under, he's joking, I don't give a fuck. Now, look, Tim Allen actually is conservative, and I disagree with him completely. And I think he's kind of dumb in that respect, and that pains me to say. I loved the show Home Improvement back in the day. I think he's actually pretty funny. But yeah, he's a conservative. I disagree with him politically, but who cares? Who cares? So if he had made this comment as like a serious thing, like, you know, he went on a right-wing radio show and he was asked to elaborate, and he's like, look, I'm not kidding. I think being a Republican is like being in 1930s Germany and we're so oppressed. Like, if he really did that and made a thing of it, and it was like a policy statement and like, this is a real feeling I have, then I would, you know, be doing a segment where I say, you're an idiot, and pipe down. You know, you're making no sense. No, you're not oppressed. What you're doing is, the Republican Party, at least, wants to scream like they're oppressed as they oppress other people. They're cutting $880 billion from Medicaid, kicking people off their health care. Many people will die as a result of that. And as they do that, when you call them out, they go, you're oppressing me. No, you're oppressing those people. You oppressed gays when you said forever that they shouldn't be allowed to get married. You know, you go down the list. So he'd be wrong if he meant it in a serious way, but he doesn't. He's just joking around. But the one slight piece of real commentary I'll add to this is, it is true that these guys get so triggered, you know? Like, you really say anything against conservatism and Trump supporters, and they're the ones who flip out and act like it's the most egregious thing anybody's ever said. And, you know, you say anything against Milo Yiannopoulos, for example, and go look at the like to dislike rate on videos that mention Milo in a negative way. A trigger. Oh, dislike. Oh my God, dislike. No, you don't get to say, hey, the social justice warrior snowflakes, you know, they blow everything out of proportion and it's all about their hurt feelings and they play ultimate victims. And then at the same time, when Tim Allen says being a conservative in Hollywood is like 1930 Germany, go, so true. Wait, who's the one blowing things out of proportion? Who's the one that's triggered? Who's the one that needs a safe space? Who's the one that's a snowflake? I mean, that's a pretty fucking snowflakey thing to say. Again, I give him a total pass because he's joking. And jokes are jokes. Whatever. Totally fine. But he is also a little bit of a bitch. I mean, keep it real. He's a little bit of a bitch. Like, I feel so oppressed because I'm conservative in Hollywood. Oh, why won't you leave me alone in peace? Okay, here's the deal, Tim. Disagreement with your shitty ideas does not equal oppression. Does not equal victimhood. It's just not. Victimhood is, hey, we are like legally discriminated against in the law, and we are put down as a society, quite literally. It's not, oh, somebody disagreed with me politically and was loud about it. That's called freedom. So that is the one aspect of this that's true, is that you're the little snowflake. You're the one who needs a safe space. You're the one that felt a microaggression and, oh, I'm in 1930s Germany. That's true. But still, the overall impact of this is, get over it. He's just joking. You shouldn't be outraged by it. You should just be able to point out, okay, he's a comedian. And I disagree with him politically, and he's a little bit of a silly person, but whatever, it's fine.